Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. So this is set 2 of 10 good problems on the chapter of profit and loss. Uh, if you have not watched the set 1 or 10 good problems, then I highly suggest that you also watch that video to have a good practice on the chapter of profit and loss. So this video is part of the playlist Maths 8 HOT. HOT stands for High Order Thinking, where I come up with 10 good problems from every chapter as and when they are completed in the other playlist CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal. These problems are relatively harder than the problems that are done in the other playlist in the theoretical videos on of every chapter following the textbook of author RS Agarwal. So if you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel, and also please do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving 10 good problems of set 2 on the chapter of profit and loss. Okay, so I have the 10 good problems of set 2 on the left hand side, and on the right hand side, I will solve the problems. I hope the fonts of the 10 good problems are big enough so that you can see the problems and read it properly and clearly. Even though my handwriting is not good, I hope it is readable. So after solving a problem, I will pause for a few seconds so that you can uh, I will pause for a few seconds so that you can take a screenshot of the solution if you think it will help you. Always, always try to solve the problems yourself first, and if you are stuck, then only you refer this solution video to understand how the problem was solved using the relevant concept. Okay, so let's get started in solving the problems. Problem number 1 says a man sold a watch for rupees 60 and lost something. Okay. Had he sold it for rupees 75, his gain would have been double the former loss. Okay. Find the cost price of the watch. Okay. Now, it is a standard method that whatever quantity or value is being asked to find, you can always assume that value as a variable and proceed with all the given information and following and applying the concepts of the uh, problem, that is concepts of profit and loss. So let the cost price, the problem is asking to find the cost price of the watch, so let the cost price of watch be rupees x. Okay, now a man sold a watch for rupees 60 and lost something. So if SP is equal to rupees 60, this implies it is given that the man sold the watch for rupees 60 and there was a loss. So we can say the loss, if the watch, when the watch was sold for rupees 60, the loss will be uh, equal to, we know, CP minus SP, which is equal to 60 minus X, this much rupees. So when there is a loss, we know the loss is cost price minus selling price. The cost price we have assumed to be X and the selling price is given to be 60. So the loss will be 60 minus X. Okay. Now it is given that if the selling price is 75, there would have been there will be gain, and the gain would be 2 times the loss. Okay. So if selling price is equal to rupees 75, there is a gain. So if selling the watch for rupees 75, there is a gain, obviously the gain will be selling price minus cost price, which is equal to rupees 75 minus x. In the earlier, in calculating the loss, I did some mistake. It is cost price minus selling price, which is rupees x minus 60. Okay. Now it is given that the gain when the watch was sold for rupees 75, the gain is 2 times the former loss. So we can say that 75 minus x is equal to 2 times the loss. The loss is x minus 60. So we got a simple linear equation in x and we can easily solve for x. So we have 75 minus x is equal to 2x minus 120. This implies 3x is equal to 195. This implies x is equal to 195 divided by 3. This is equal to 65. So the cost price is rupees 65, and hence the correct choice is D is the correct choice. Let's solve problem number 2. A businessman allows 2 successive discounts of 20% and 10%. If he gets rupees 108 for an article, if he gets rupees 108 for an article means after giving the 2 successive discounts, the final selling price is rupees 108. Then its mark price is, it is asking the mark price. Okay, so what we are having visually, if we try to understand from the mark price, there is a 2 successive discounts of 20%. So 20% discount. Let the reduced price on the mark price after 20% discount be P, and then from P there is again a 10% discount, and finally we have the selling price. Now it is given that if he gets rupees 108, meaning if he gets rupees 108, meaning it means that the selling price is rupees 108. Final selling price is rupees 108. So we have to find then the mark price. So let the mark price. So I am solving the problem visually, but please do not solve the problem in your school or exam this way. You have to write in words. So we are assuming the mark price to be rupees x. So this implies that the reduced price P after applying a 20% discount on the mark price x will be P will be 20% less than x. I am ignoring the currency unit rupee symbol. I hope you will understand x. Now 20% less than x means 100 minus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by x. So these small things you must be well aware of, like x% less than y is equal to 100 minus x divided by 100 whole multiplied by y. Also x% more than y is equal to 100 plus x divided by 100 whole multiplied by y. Okay, so we have this. Now this is equal to 80 x by 100, which after simplification is 4x by 5. Okay, so P is 4x by 5. Now again on P there will be a 10% discount, and finally we will have the selling price. So we can say selling price is 10% less than P, which is equal to 100 minus 10 divided by 100 whole multiplied by P, which is equal to 90 by 100 multiplied by P. P is, we have found earlier, to be 4x by 5. This is after simplification, 0 0 cancels. We can say this is 36 by 50. Okay, so we have the selling price in terms of x to be 36 by 50, and so we can say, we know that the selling price is rupees 108. So we can say 36 by 50 is equal to 108. This implies x is equal to 108 multiplied by 50 divided by 36. 36 divides 108 with 3, and this is equal to rupees 150. So the mark price is rupees 150, and hence the correct choice is C. C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do problem number 3. If Akshita wants to sell a sofa set for rupees 25,920, then she would have a loss of 4%. Okay, so it is given that if the selling price is 25,920, there is a loss of 4%. Okay, from this we can easily know that the cost price. Okay, at what price she must sell it to gain 8%. Okay, so we can see that cost price, from the cost price, when there is a loss of 4% loss, we are having the selling price to be 25,920. So when the selling price is 25,920, there is a loss of 4%, and let the cost price be X. There is a loss of 4%. So from this information, we can easily find the cost price. Okay, so let's find the cost price. We know that if there is a loss of 4%, the selling price will be equal to 4% less than X, less than cost price, which we have assumed to be X. 4% less than X means 100 minus 4 divided by 100 multiplied by X. This is equal to 96 by 100 multiplied by X, and this is equal to 24x by 25. Okay, this is the selling price in terms of X, where X we have assumed to be the cost price. Now the selling price we know is 25,920. So we can say 24x by 25 is equal to 25,920. This implies X is equal to 25,920 multiplied by 25 divided by 24. Now, now it is not necessary to simplify the value of X. Let the value of X be in this form, because it will help in doing the calculation in the future steps, in doing the cancellation. Now it is asking at what price she must sell it to gain 8%. Okay, so we know the cost price, and to gain 8%, definitely the selling price has to be 8% more than the cost price. So to gain 8% implies the selling price has to be equal to 8% more than cost price. Cost price we know is this value, which we have not simplified, but uh, it is this value. Okay. Now 8% more than CP means 100 plus 8 divided by 100 multiplied by CP. This is equal to 108 divided by 100 multiplied by CP. This is equal to, now we will put the value of the CP, that is X. CP is X, and we have already found the X. X is 25920 multiplied by 25 whole divided by 25. This will be the final answer. That is, the selling price should be this to have a gain of 8%, and we have to simplify this. Okay. Let's do it step by step. 25 cancels 100 with 4. 4 cancels 108 with 27. 3 cancels 24 with 8. 3 cancels 27 with 9. Okay. Eight cancels 25920 with 3 24, and then 1 2 16 32 40 3240. So the selling price should be 3240 multiplied by 9, which is equal to 0 36 21 29160. 29160 should be the selling price. So the answer is choice A. Let's do question number 4. A dealer buys a sofa set for rupees 30,000. At what price must he mark it so that after allowing a discount of 10%, he still gains 5%? Okay. A dealer buys a sofa set for rupees 30,000. So let's try to do a little bit of diagram. CP, cost price, is given to be 30,000. From the cost price, we will have a mark price. We are asked to find the mark price. At what price must we mark it so that after allowing a discount of 10%, so the discount is applied on the mark price. So when the discount is deducted from the mark price, we get the final selling price. And the gain and profit is always based on the selling price and the cost price. Okay, we know the cost price, we don't know the mark price, we have to find mark price. We know there is a discount of 10% to be applied on mark price to get the final selling price. And we also know that the selling price must be 5% more than the cost price because there is a gain of 5%. Okay. So let okay. So for gain of 5% will imply the selling price has to be equal to 5% more than CP, cost price. This is equal to 5% more means 5% more than CP means 100 plus 5 divided by 100 whole multiplied by CP. This is equal to 105 divided by 100 multiplied by CP is given to be 30,000. Okay, 0 cancels, and this is equal to rupees 31500. This is the selling price, final selling price. That is after the discount of 10% applied on the mark price, we are getting the selling price of rupees 31,500. Now what will be the mark price? Okay. Uh, Also we can say also uh, selling price is equal to selling price is obtained by applying a 10% discount on mark price. So we can say selling price will also be equal to 10% less than mark price. 10% less than mark price means 100 minus 10 divided by 100 multiplied by mark price. This is equal to 90 by 100 multiplied by mark price, and this is equal to 9 by 10 multiplied by mark price. So this implies we can say selling price we have already we have computed the selling price to be this, and also the selling price is this. So this will be equal. These two will be equal, and we will get 9 by 10 multiplied by MP is equal to 31500. This implies the mark price is equal to 31500 multiplied by 10 whole divided by 9. This is equal to 9 should cancel 315. Let's see, 327 and 500. So this is equal to rupees 35,000. 35,000 should be the mark price. 35,000 should be the mark price, and hence the correct choice is C. Okay, let's do problem number 5. The cost price of 25 articles is equal to the selling price of 20 articles. Then gain percentage. Okay, so let selling price of one article uh, one article be X. So this implies uh, selling price of 20 articles is equal to 20x. So this implies it is given that the cost price of 25 articles is equal to the selling price of 20 articles. So we can say that the cost price of 25 articles is equal to 20x. This implies the cost price of one article is equal to 20x by 25. This is equal to 4x by 5. Now remember that in finding the gain percent, in finding the percent of gain or loss, it does not matter how many number of articles you are considering for the selling price and cost price, but the number should be equal for the selling price and the cost price, that it should be equal. Whereas if you are finding the total gain or the total loss, the actual number of articles involved in the CP, in the calculation of CP and SP will matter. So, but in the case of gain percent or loss percent, the actual number of articles will not matter, but the number of articles considered for finding the CP and SP has to be same. So for this problem, I am considering the CP and SP for one article. So the SP of one article is X, which is as per our assumption, and the CP of one article is found to be 4x by 5. It has asked the gain percent. So we can say that the gain, which is based on one article, gain of one article is equal to X SP minus CP, which is equal to X minus 4x by 5, which is equal to x by 5. Now, this gain of one article is based on the, we have to find the gain percent is always computed based on the cost price. So, gain percent is equal to gain divided by cost price, that is cost price of one article, multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to, gain is x by 5, cost price of one article is 4x by 5, and we have multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to x multiplied by 100 multiplied by 5 divided by 5 multiplied by 4x, this much percentage. After simplification, x cancels out, 5 cancels out, 5 divides 100, 4 divides 100 with 25. So, this is equal to 25 percentage. So, the gain percent is 25 percentage, and hence the correct choice is A. A is the correct choice. Okay, let's do question number 6. Vishaka offers a discount of 20% on all the items at her shop and still makes a profit of 12%. Okay. So there is a discount of Vishaka is having a store. He sells some items, and all the items are sold at a discount of 20%, and still there is a profit of 12%. What is the cost price of an article marked at rupees 280? Okay. So we have to find the cost price. So we have the cost price. From the cost price, there will be a marked price. We are asked to find the cost price of an article. So let the cost price of the article be rupees X. The marked price of an article is also given to be rupees 280, and there is, from the marked price, there is a discount of 12%. There is a discount of 12%, after which we will get the final selling price. Now, it is also given that there is a net gain of 12%, which is based on SP and CP. Okay, now when the mark price is given and the discount is given, we can obviously find the selling price. Selling price will be equal to 12% less than the mark price, because the discount is deducted from the mark price to give the final selling price. And what is the discount? Discount is the discount rate of the mark price, which is equivalent to 12% less than mark price. Now, this is equal to 100 minus 12 divided by 100 multiplied by MP. This is equal to 88 by 100 multiplied by MP, which is equal to 88 by 100 multiplied by rupees 280, because mark price is given as rupees 280. Okay, let it be like this. Now, so this is the selling price, and it is given that there is an overall profit of 12%. So, for profit of 12% will imply that the selling price will be equal to 12% more than CP, cost price, which we have assumed to be X. So 12% more than CP will be equal to 100 plus 12 divided by 100 whole multiplied by CP, which is X. This is equal to 112 by 100 multiplied by X. Let's remove the multiplication symbol. It is confusing with the x. Let's write it like 112x by 100. Now this SP must be equal to the SP that we have already calculated, that is 88 by 100 multiplied by 280. So from here we can solve for x. X will be equal to 88 by 100 multiplied by 280 multiplied by 100 divided by 112. 100 cancels out. 4 divides 88 with 22. No, 4. Let's divide 88 by 8. It is 11. And 88, 112 when divided by 8 is 114. 14. Okay, and 14 divides 280 with 20. So this is equal to rupees 220. So the cost price of the article is rupees 220, and hence the correct choice is A. Okay, let's do problem number 7. What price should a shopkeeper mark on an article costing him rupees 24,000 to gain 12% after allowing a discount of 20%? Now, what price should a shopkeeper mark on an article costing him? Costing him means the cost price of the article for the shopkeeper was rupees 24,000. So we have the scenario like this. From cost price, we have the mark price, and from mark price there is a discount of 20%. 20% discount is given, and finally we have the selling price. What price should a shopkeeper mark on an article? Okay, so we have to find the mark price. Costing him, the cost price is given to be rupees 24,000 is the cost price, and there is an overall gain of 12%. There is an overall gain of 12%. Now, if we know the cost price and if we know the gain percent, we can find the selling price. So for gain of 12% will imply the selling price will be equal to 12% more than cost price, which is equal to 12% more means 100 plus 12 divided by 100 multiplied by CP, which is given to be 24000. So this is the selling price, which is equal to 112 divided by 100 multiplied by 24000. This is the selling price, and the selling price is obtained from the mark price after giving a discount of 20%. So we can also say that from the mark price we can also compute the selling price based on the discount rate. So we can also say selling price is equal to 20% less than mark price. Now, if it is difficult for you to understand why I am saying selling price is 20% less than mark price, because when there is a discount, the discount, the selling price is equal to mark price minus the total discount. And what is the total discount? Discount is always calculated on the mark price. Discount will be discount percentage, whatever the rate is, discount percentage of mark price. This expression, that is mark price minus discount percent of mark price, is equivalent in saying discount percent less than mark price. That is the reason I am using that selling price will be equal to 20% less than mark price, and this is equal to 20% less than mark price means 100 minus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by mark price. This concept must be very clear to you, and also any percentage more than something. So this is equal to 80 by 100 multiplied by mark price, which is after simplification 4 by 5 multiplied by mark price. So this is equal to 112 by 100 multiplied by 24,000. So we can say that, so we have 4 by 5 multiplied by mark price is equal to 112 divided by 100 multiplied by 24,000. 24,000 it was, yes, 24,000. So from this we can solve for the mark price. Mark price will be 112 divided by 100 multiplied by 24,000 multiplied by 5 by 4. Okay, so 4 cancels 24,000 with 6,000. 2 zeros cancels out, and we are left with this is equal to 112 multiplied by 300. This is equal to rupees 33600. That is rupees 33,600 is the mark price. Therefore, the correct choice is B. Let's do problem number 8. Sushant bought a cell phone for rupees X. If the cost of cell phone in 2 years is depreciated to rupees 12,000 at 20% per annum, then value of X is. Sushant bought a cell phone for rupees X. Okay. If the cost of the cell phone in 2 years is depreciated to, that is the final price after 2 years became rupees 12,000. Then after every year, after end of every year, the price is decreasing by 20%. Okay. So we are having the cost price as rupees X. Let's say after first year, the price becomes P, and then again after second year, now so after first year, the price will decrease by 20%. So 20% less. Also, from the initial cost price of X at the end of first year, the price will be 20% less than X, which and that price will be P. And again, after the second year, there will be again a 20% less in price from P. That is, the price P will decrease by 20% to give the final price. Let's say at the end of 2 years, the final price be Q, which is given to be rupees 12,000, because it is saying that Sushant bought a cell for rupees X. If the cost of the cell phone in 2 years is depreciated means decreases to rupees 12,000. So the final price is 12,000. And at the end of every year, there is a 20% less. The price is becoming less by 20%. So the CP, which was the original cost, rupees X, decreases by 20% to give the price P, and the price P again decreases by 20% to give the price Q, which is equal to, the price Q is equal to 12,000. So we have to find what is X. Okay. So what will be P? P is equal to 20% less than X. This is equal to 100 minus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by X. This is equal to 80 by 100 multiplied by X. This is equal to 4X by 5. Okay. Now what will be Q? Q will be, again, the price P will decrease by 20% at the end of second year to give the price Q. So Q will be 20% less than P, less than P. This is equal to 100, 20% less than P means 100 minus 20 divided by 100 multiplied by P. This is equal to 80 by 100 P, which is equal to 4 by 5 P, which is equal to 4 by 5. What is P? P is 4X by 5, which is equal to 16X by 25. This implies, we know that the value of Q is given to be 12,000. So we can say 16X by 25 is equal to 12,000. This implies X is equal to 12,000 multiplied by 25 divided by 16. Okay, so 4 cancel with 4, and 4 divides 3,000 with 750. So what is 750 multiplied by 25? So let's find out what is 75 multiplied by 25. 25, 37, 150, 5781. So this is equal to rupees 18,750, 18,750 is the cost price of the phone, or is the value of X. Hence, the correct choice is C. Let's do problem number 9. A person sells an article for rupees 770, gaining 1/10 of its cost price. Find gain percent. Find gain percent. Gaining 1/10 of its cost price. Now, you will be, please note that the cost price, the gain is given in terms of the cost price. If the gain is given in terms of the cost price, we can also find then we really don't need the value of selling price or the cost price. What is gain percent? It is asking gain percent. What is gain percent? Gain percent is equal to gain divided by CP multiplied by 100. Somehow, if you know the ratio, the value of the ratio gain by CP or CP by gain, then you can easily find the gain percent. You need not know the actual value of the gain or the actual value of the CP. You just need to know the value of gain by CP. And exactly that information is given in the problem, even though it also has given the selling price of the article to be 770, which will not be used in the problem. So that is given to trick you, to confuse you, or to confuse the candidate. The selling price will not be needed. It is not required to find the gain percent when uh, uh, the ratio of gain and the cost price is given in some form. So it is given that the gain is equal to one tenth of the cost price, which is equal to 1 by 10 multiplied by CP. So this implies we know the gain percent is equal to gain divided by CP multiplied by 100, this much percentage. Gain we already know as is given to be 1 by 10 multiplied by CP. So this divided by CP multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to CP multiplied by 100 divided by 10 into CP percentage. CP cancels out, 10 divides 100 with 10. So this is equal to 10 percentage. So the gain percentage is 10. Therefore, the correct choice is B. B is the correct choice. Let's do the last problem, that is problem number 10. Mr. Mittal purchased a car for rupees 3 lakh. The capital L stands for lakhs, 3 lakhs, and a bike for his son for rupees 1 lakh. So he purchased a car for rupees 3 lakh and a bike for rupees 1 lakh. He sold the car at a profit of 10% and the bike at a loss of 20%. What is the net gain or loss percent? Okay. So since we know, so we have to individually find uh, we have to find the total selling price considering the profit percent and the loss percent for both the items, that is the car and the bike. We have to find the selling price, and we also know the total cost price of the two items, and from the cost price and selling price we can easily find whether it is a gain or loss and what will be the gain percent or loss percent. So CP, so total CP that is car plus bike is equal to rupees 3 lakh plus rupees 1 lakh, which is equal to rupees 4 lakh. Okay. Now he sold the car at a profit of 10%. So for car, there is a profit is equal to 10%. This means selling price of car is equal to 10% more than the CP of the car, which is 3 lakh. This is equal to 10% more than the CP means 100 plus 10 divided by 100 multiplied by CP, which is equal to 110 by 100 CP, which is equal to 11 CP by 10, which is equal to, what is CP? CP of the car, the CP, that is cost price of the car, is 3 lakh. So 11 by 10 multiplied by rupees 3 lakh is the selling price of the car. Okay. What is for bike? Let's find the selling price for bike. There is a loss. The bike was sold for loss of 20%. So loss is equal to 20%. So this implies SP, that is selling price of bike, would be equal to 20% less than CP, that is CP of the bike. This is equal to 100 minus 20, divided by 100 whole multiplied by CP. Now, please note that these two CP are not same. This is CP of car, and this is CP of bike of bike. This is equal to 80 by 100 multiplied by the CP of car is rupees 1 lakh. This is equal to 80 by 100 is 4 by 5. So 4 by 5 multiplied by rupees 1 lakh. Okay. So this is equal to the SP of car becomes rupees 33 by 10 lakh, and the selling price of the bike is rupees 4 by 5 lakh. Therefore, this implies total SP, that is car plus bike, is equal to rupees 33 by 10 lakh plus rupees 4 by 5 lakh. This is equal to rupees 33 by 10 plus 4 by 5, this much lakh. This is equal to rupees 33 by 10 plus 4 by 5 is 41 by 10 lakh. Okay. This is the total selling price, 45 by 10 lakh, and the total cost price was 4 lakh. Now, definitely, this is 41 by 10 lakh is greater than rupees 4 lakh, because 41 by 10 is greater than 4. So there is a profit. We can see that selling price is greater than CP. This implies gain is equal to selling price, that is the selling price and the cost price for both the items. Selling price is rupees 41 by 10 lakh, and the cost price was rupees 4 lakh. This is equal to rupees 1 by 10 lakh is the gain. Therefore, the gain percent will be equal to the gain divided by cost price multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to gain is 4 lakh, cost price is gain is 1 by 10 lakh, cost price is 4 lakh 4, this multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to 100 by 10 into 4 percentage. This is equal to cancels 10 by 4, which is 2.5%. So there is a gain of 2.5%, and hence the correct choice is D. D is the correct choice. So this brings to an end in solving the set 2, 10 good problems of set 2 on the chapter of profit and loss. I hope these problems will give you a good practice of harder problems, and this will evaluate your understanding of the chapter concepts. If this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and also once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I will keep on making more sets of 10 good problems on this chapter, so please keep an eye on this playlist. And on the other playlist, that is CBSE 8 RS Agarwal, CBSE Maths 8 RS Agarwal, I will soon start the next chapter, which I think is simple interest. So also please keep an eye on that playlist for for studying the next chapters. So that is all for this video. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.